So, Tectone is a streamer who originally gained a little bit of notoriety a few years ago in the gacha scene. He was massive on Genshin Impact, and then he started gaining a little bit more viewership after he gained OTK, and recently he did leave OTK as well on his own accord, but he's also started to go away from gacha, and he started to do a lot of React content on his streams as well, and I have enjoyed some of Tectone's content over the years. I made videos about him previously because he's previously been involved in some gacha controversy that I thought was completely stupid as well. But he has now been banned on Twitch for what I think is stupid reasons, and I'm going to say exactly why I think that it is stupid for the reasons of why he's being banned. Now, the reason why he's been banned, to give it a little bit of context to this at first, is that if you don't know, Frogan, who is a very infamous streamer, is that she recently talked about her infamous clip that made its ways around late last year, where she talked about how she wished that US soldiers would get PTSD. Absolutely horrible thing to say. And then she came out talking about how she misspoke, how she didn't mean to say that. She misspoke and she misworded things, which I think is complete fucking baloney. Absolutely stupid, especially for the fact that she then came out, like, what was it, a day later after that clip started making its ways around on the internet, and she doubled down calling her take based, which I think is completely fucking absolutely stupid. But Tectone recently reacted to her talking about this, and if you want some more background on Tectone as well, is that he has had a father. His dad has actually been in the military for a long time now. I don't think he's still serving at this point, but his dad has served previously in the US military, so you can understand of why he would have some emotional attachment to someone saying something like this, and he would be annoyed. And then as he's looking through this clip, he decides to call Frogan a fat fucking bitch.
You said based to your own fucking clip, not once, but twice. Did you misspeak 3 times consecutively? No, Frogan, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking liar. And you live in your own rose-tinted glasses of who you are. However, the rest of the world is not going to fall for this revisionist history you are so desperately trying to push, you fat, disgusting bitch. Not only are you ugly on the outside, you are ugly on the inside, and you should be fucking ashamed. Thank God no man is ever going to have to see that shit.
Crimes against humanity in the
The only thing that sees the inside of you is the McDonald's Big Mac.
Now, when Tectone first got banned, he didn't know exactly what he had been banned for, and no one else had really known about this as well. But it wasn't until he actually put out this tweet on Twitter talking about his ban and the reasons for why he got banned. Now, at first, you might say, Donnie, this seems like a reasonable thing of why someone would get banned. Why are you saying that it's completely stupid for why he got banned? Like, why is it that you're saying it's dumb? It's like he's insulting another streamer. Now, generally, I would say that, yes, you know what? You're right. He's going out, he's insulting a streamer, even though it's Frogan, and listen, like, I don't care too much about her opinions, right? But that, when she said that, I don't see how someone could go ahead and defend what she said, especially for the fact that she then came out and doubled down on what she said too, and now she's trying to, like, you know, backstep and say that she misspoke, which I think is completely BS. But, I mean, yeah, she's just not a great person. She really isn't. And I mean, if you look at her, calling her fat, I mean, it's really not that far off. But the reason why this is stupid, and the reason why I think it's dumb of why Tectone got banned in the first place, is because of how inconsistent Twitch has been in so many different instances when it comes to their ban. And I saw Asmongold mention this on Twitter as well, where he replied to a post talking about Tectone's ban, and he said it perfectly, where he said, I think people would respect a decision like this by Twitch if it was applied universally. If applied fairly, the TOS of Twitch is quite reasonable and well-intentioned. The problem is when you have asymmetrical enforcement and double standards. This is 100% right, because you have so many instances of where streamers have done such worse things in the past and they don't get banned for it. And then you also have other instances where streamers do something bad, but they're not banned at all. They're not banned for a long period of time. I mean, an example that I can put out from recently, and I'm just saying this, I love Extra Emily. I do like her content, but I will say is that when it comes to her street smarts, right? Book smart, she apparently is really smart. She went to like a high college in America. I'm pretty sure, I think it was like she studied engineering or something like that. But fuck me, she has a lot of dumb moments on stream. And recently, one of her moments, and I made a video about this, is that she ran through a red light on stream. She literally committed a crime on stream. Running through a red light is a criminal offense. You can't do that, and the fact that she streamed it and then tried to play it off is a bit stupid. And she did eventually get banned for this, but the thing is that, like, it took her 2 days. It took Twitch 2 days to enforce a ban for someone committing a crime. I'm sorry, but it shouldn't take that long after someone legitimately commits a fucking crime on stream, and then you sit there for 2 days going, should we ban this person or not? Let's wait for public reception. No, when someone commits a crime, you should ban them instantly. And she was only banned for 1 day. 1 day. It's just like, but like I said, I like Extra Emily. I've enjoyed her content. Like I said, she can be a bit ditzy. She can be a bit stupid on stream, but like, she committed a crime. I think if you commit any type of crime on stream, obviously depending on what crime it is, but I mean, driving a car through a red light, speeding, that should be minimum 1 week. And she got 1 day for this. But Tectone decides to call someone a fat bitch, and that's where Twitch draws the line. That's where all of a sudden Twitch turns around and they go, nah, 2-week ban. That's what it is with Twitch as well, is that like they're not consistent with the lengths of their bans. It's like someone will do something, they'll ban them for a fucking month, and then someone will do the exact same thing, but they'll only ban that person for like a week or a couple days. It's like their inconsistency with bans is where it's stupid, and that's where Asmongold is coming from about why people don't respect this decision and why I don't think Tectones should be banned for this, because we have seen so many people do such worse things and not get banned for it, or if they do get banned, they get banned for like fuck all time. They get banned for a few days, but he decides to call someone a fat bitch after she's literally like trying to backstep on a serious topic where she doubled down on saying that she thinks that American soldiers deserve PTSD. And obviously, like I mentioned as well, is that Tectone has had his father served in the military for many years, so you can understand of where he has emotional baggage of when it comes to her saying something like this towards the American soldiers. So of course he's going to get annoyed with her. Of course he's going to attack her. She indirectly attacked his father. So that's where it is. That's why I think that this ban on Tectone is completely stupid, is mainly because of Twitch's inconsistency. If Twitch actually, and I think, like, to me, I think Twitch, the best thing that Dan Clancy could do for that company, and I don't think he's really done that much of a great job. Like, I feel like he's done nothing. Like, I really feel like he hasn't done anything great since he's gotten to Twitch. But the best thing that he could do for that company right now is completely scrap their moderation team. If I was Dan Clancy, which I seriously fucking doubt he will, because the only thing that he actually puts effort in is streaming and gooning and like hanging out with other streamers. But when it comes to the actual inside of Twitch, it's like he doesn't give a shit about it, right? But if he actually wanted to do something good for the company, and something that I think so many people that are like viewers and fans of the Twitch service could get behind, and even creators as well, is to scrap the entire moderation team of Twitch. Get rid of them and bring in new people, because the current moderation on Twitch is terrible. It's been terrible for a long period of time, and this is just another great proof of how bad it really is. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys think about this whole entire situation down below. That's going to be it from me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.